In a recent video, Chamath Palihapitiya talked about the current economic situation and expressed his concerns about a possible economic crash. He suggested that the crash could last for the next 3 years. Before diving into the current situation, he first delved into the past to help provide some context. Palihapitiya referred to the economic downturn in the late 1930s that saw a decline in GDP and an increase in unemployment rates. The decline was caused by an increase in demand, followed by a subsequent decrease in demand as the supply rose, causing prices to fall dramatically and the bubble to burst. He noted that the same trend is present today, with talk of a possible recession and inflation. There is concern about excessive money printing, which could trigger inflation and, if not checked, could lead to the Great Recession. However, Palihapitiya explained that countries like the US, the UK, Japan, and Canada, which are monetarily sovereign nations, are not operationally constrained by revenues regarding federal government spending. Therefore, these governments can print as much money as they need without becoming insolvent. He highlighted the case of Lehman Brothers, which was one of the biggest banks in the U.S., and its bankruptcy in September 2008, which triggered a global economic meltdown. Palihapitiya emphasized that China's recent economic challenges, including the bankruptcy of Evergrande, the second-largest property developer, and Amazon's layoffs, are a cause for concern. These were big tech companies that people thought were unshakable, but the current economic climate has affected them too. Palihapitiya also provided insight into Evergrande's expansion and how it has created liquidity issues. Evergrande took advantage of the surge in demand for housing and expanded aggressively with the help of cheap credits. They created a Ponzi scheme based on the high demand for housing in the market. They financed their operations with foreign debt and created pre-sale options, where buyers started paying a mortgage for a property that had not yet been built. However, the surge in demand slowed down, and the scam started to fall apart. Palihapitiya expressed concern about the Chinese government's intervention in the situation, which could lead to a ripple effect across the global economy. Palihapitiya's concerns are not unwarranted. The current economic situation is tenuous, with many factors at play. One of the main concerns is inflation. Inflation has been on the rise, and it shows no signs of slowing down. Inflation can lead to a decrease in purchasing power as prices rise and wages remain stagnant, resulting in a decrease in consumer spending. This decrease in consumer spending can lead to a recession. Another factor contributing to the current economic situation is the supply chain disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic has disrupted global supply chains, leading to shortages and price increases for certain products. These supply chain disruptions have also caused a shortage of workers, leading to labor shortages and wage increases. The pandemic has also resulted in unprecedented levels of government spending to stimulate the economy. The government stimulus packages have contributed to the increase in the national debt, which has surpassed $28 trillion. Although Palihapitiya suggests that governments can print as much money as they need without becoming insolvent, there are concerns that excessive money printing could lead to hyperinflation, a phenomenon that could have catastrophic effects on the economy. The current economic situation is a cause for concern, and Palihapitiya's suggestion that the economic crash could last for the next 3 years is not far-fetched. The situation requires careful consideration and proactive measures to prevent a recession. Governments must take a cautious approach to economic stimulus, balancing the need to stimulate the economy with the need to prevent inflation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from our channel. By subscribing, you'll have access to all our latest tips and tricks for achieving financial success. So what are you waiting for? Click that button now and join our community.